All right, so here today we got a bit of an exciting one. Hopefully you guys are having a fabulous day. Hopefully everybody's having a great time. Got a kind of a double upload here. Hopefully everybody has a great holiday. I know that it's Thanksgiving today for some of you. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a wonderful holiday season to those not celebrating that. Today, let's jump into this. Let's talk about it all. We do have a pretty cool confirmation that has come through here, but a lot of players are getting it wrong, dude. They're like completely talking about it in a different way because this game does have a weird way of stating something. So I'll share that with you, talk about the new events, new things coming soon to the game that you should keep an eye out for because there's a lot of freebies coming through with it. New to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. We are super close to 9.2k subscribers. Please hit that sub button. If you want to enter a giveaway, comment down below Yoruichi. Be subscribed. Simple as that. Let's jump into it here today. First, in game right now, you can actually check this out yourself and confirm this. If you go down here, you can see that we do have on week 3 the release of the one and only, yes, Ice user. A lot of you building Rukia might like this. I think they should team up pretty well, but Toshiro is coming out very, very soon. He is coming out on 12:05. Don't know what time exactly. Got to check how this game resets for Crunchyroll version versus SEA version, but it is coming out there. Get excited and get ready for what they have in store for us with that, but that is Toshiro. Alongside Toshiro, we are getting a bunch of different events. We are getting the Frost Spirit gift, and we are getting a pretty cool event page that I wanted to share with you and talk about a bit of a misconception the players have with it as well. Just please keep in mind for future reference, this game has 2 types of stamps. There is the core stamp, and then there is the weapon stamp. Just know that this is the weapon stamp, okay? There is a free stamp coming soon. It is not a weapon stamp. Please know that. Pretty much though, if we go over here, these are the events that we're going to be picking up. There are a bunch of different things dropping with this. There is a dice event that's coming soon. There is a battle with, I think, Gin. We're getting that. Yeah, this event over here pretty much is like a score event. This game has a lot of that. There is no technical PvP mode in this game as of now, and players want that more than anything. If you've played MHATSH, bit of a bit of an old game there. If you've played it, it's a very similar game to this, and its PvP was so good, it wasn't even funny. More players ended up playing PvP than PvE in that game. It was absurd. I hope that this game can implement that in a way, but we shall see if that ever happens. But over here, pretty much you have a boss ranking system, and there is a leaderboard system attached to that. Depending on where you place is depending on how many rewards you can actually pick up. On top of that, over here you have your rewards associated. Throughout this event, you're expecting to see about 1 to 2 free multis just like that, which is very, very nice. A pretty good sort of pull to whatever ratio when it comes to events, and there are more events after this. That is saying that nothing changes, by the way, just make that clear. This event is data mined actually in the files, so we're suspecting that this will drop. We're suspecting that this will drop, all right? At least if anything doesn't drop, this drops. And what we do know also is there is the event it literally says a login event pretty much. So we know that there is about a bare minimum free multi. Bare minimum, we know that for a fact, and we know this is there because it's data mined, okay? Beyond that though, this is the banner. We'll get to that in a second. This is part of the ranking event. So if you do rank pretty high, or you at least get these points acquired, in the Toshiro event, they will give us a free 6-star gear for free. We just need to farm the event. If they apply this to the game's release, it could really lighten the game's economy if they plan to do it for every banner or every 1 to 2 banners. Pretty much though, they are giving away his core stamp for free. You heard it right. They are giving away his core stamp for free. That is not the weapon stamp. Please keep that in mind. There is technically still something you might have to pull for. People are like, oh my god, I'm skipping Bankai Ichigo because, dude, I can get this and then I can have him already insane and better than Bankai Ichigo because I got his weapon stamp. No, that's his core stamp. So please keep that in mind. Technically, these are things you can farm, right? In this case, this is now going to be acquired through the event, which is cool. It's a guarantee, which is huge. That's not saying that that's not huge. That is a guarantee. That is still something very big and very cool to kind of know. But please don't go into this thinking that's like the weapon stamp, and it's like, oh my god, I got his weapon stamp for free. There's genuinely a lot of misconception about this, but no, that is the core stamp. Okay, so they are giving that for free. A bunch of jades. There is a lot coming out in this update, so it is going to be a very, very stacked one. If you're wondering what his banner looks like, that is this over here. The free core stamp right there, you can see looks like that when he's in his ultimate form. Ironically, this is the same one, so ignore that point, but I'll show it to you in a second. This is the correct one with him having like that behind him, but pretty much this is what the banner looks like. Momo is there on rate up along with Rukia. Rukia supposedly teams up with him pretty well, and if you're building Rukia because of the boss content, you do have a very, very, very nice preliminary team up. Momo is there too. Don't know how this one will turn out. Don't know how I don't know much about her too much when it comes to the meta and such and what CN had to offer. We also don't know if these characters are dropping the same way they did on CN. Like, we could be getting this freebie you know, or technically they could have already gone to this freebie, which they did, and we could not see it. That's there, right? We could also see a buffed up character, a nerfed character. Who knows? We don't know if they're going to make any changes from what they had with the beta, because again, with games, things change. But Momo is there. She's also obtainable, I believe, for free from this event, which is kind of cool. But let me show you what the card looks like. It is this one here. This one right there. Okay, here you go. I can show it to you now, pretty much, right? There is cards here for, again, Toshiro, correct? When it comes to this, I believe this is the weapon one, right, that you're looking forward to. Pretty much, this is the one that is free. So the core stamp is for free. That's this one over here. That is the one that I showed you right here. Did you see that same artwork? You can see like the ultimate form, ultimate form, ultimate form over here, ultimate form. You can see that there. Pretty much that's the, again, the weapon card. So this is theoretically what you're pulling for. This is what you're going to get for free. So please keep in mind that's what you're chasing. If you're also wondering, I have the translation for what it does. So if you know what his kit is, you can now kind of get an idea for what this will kind of work for him. And let me tell you now, it's a very good card, and he's going to be very powerful. Is he going to be better than Bankai Ichigo? I don't know. We'll have to see if there's any changes that occurred to him and how that goes. But I will say, for the most part, Bankai Ichigo is going to be one of the best Slash characters of the game for a while to come. That's probably going to be the case. This is not Slash. This is entirely different. I think this is Spirit, right? Over here, it is Toshiro exclusive effects. The maximum number of ice crystals have been increased to 12, and each ice crystal additionally increases the critical damage of the ultimate skill Ice Heaven 100 Flowers Burial by 5%. Normal attacks deal 15% more damage to targets with Frozen applied, and will also charge Ice Crystal upon hit. That is his free card. The basic attributes is 125 attack power, 105 defense, 629 HP, and 8% spiritual damage. Is the card good? Oh yeah. Is it a core stamp? Yeah. Is it still that you need the weapon stamp? Technically, yeah. So please keep that in mind. It's a very, very 10 out of 10 freebie, but please don't be like, oh my god, I'm getting almost pretty much like a maxed out Toshiro, or a maxed out, it was what they're thinking, versus a Bankai, which again, Bankai Ichigo, you require to pull for the weapon. Players are like, you know, panicking over that. Yes, the cards in this game change the idea of the character. They make them very good. But again, it's a PvE game, so we really can't like yell and say like, oh my god, trash game. They did lower the pity. The summoning system for this was way worse than you think it was. It was way worse before this. They did make it better with launch, pretty much. All right, so we can't say much there, but definitely speaking, it's rough. There's no way to be a free to play and pull for both unless you save so much for both. Okay, so I wish in the future they were to make these a little bit easier to acquire, because it is rough, dude. It is very rough to pull for these, and most of the time you're not getting them. Like to be real, most of the time you're not getting them. So that is worth mentioning out of everything. But yes, a free core stamp is coming soon. About let's say ish 20 free pulls. Very, very stacked update. A lot of rewards, a lot of content to look forward to. So if you are looking to say like, hey, what's next for the game? 12:05, big update. We do have events planned tomorrow, so get excited for that as well. Can't wait to see what they have in store for us there. But pretty much that's tomorrow for you. Very stacked day. Sorry, that's 12:05 for you. Very stacked day. Tomorrow has events, but 12:05 is stacked. Get ready for what they have in store for us. And again, hoping the best. Hopefully it comes out good. So we shall wait and see. I'll end it there. Thank you again for watching. Take care, have fun. That's been it for me. Just a quick video to talk about the events and what we're getting. As again, there is a lot coming to the game real soon. And please, that's a core stamp, not a weapon stamp. Bit of a difference. Take care, have fun. That's been it.